still struggle every day in what I should tell children, how far I should go, what I shouldn't tell them, how I support them in thinking about the unfairness in our world today, about racism. I don't want to cause harm. I don't want to scare them, particularly with the violence piece. I wish there was like just one answer, and I'm constantly like watching webinars and reading. Like I want to know what is the answer for 2 year olds, for 3 year olds, for 4 year olds, for 5 year olds, you know. And there isn't there, there's so many perspectives, there's so many different contexts, and again, just us knowing ourselves, knowing our families that we're working with, knowing the children that are in our care. And even in that small group, there might be one child whose family is talking about what happened to George Floyd. And then the kid right here, they're not. So how do I, as a teacher in this classroom with these 22 children, meet the needs of all 22 of them? And it's tricky. It's really hard and tricky work. So when this happened, I emailed all the families with telling them what had happened to that day, how I responded, and acknowledging that a lot of them may not be ready to have this conversation with their children. So I gave them some resources that they can look at. I helped with giving them some sentences that they could use, and I made myself very available. Our director, Belan, made herself available to please let us know if they want to have a phone conversation, a Zoom call. Again, this is all during COVID. Um, Several parents met me at the window of our school, and 6 feet away. We talked through the window and gave them some tips on how they can approach us at home that evening. And throughout the rest of the summer, really collaborated with talking to them about how the conversations were going at home, what their children were saying, and they wanted to help, they wanted to participate. So, there was a lot of back and forth of things you can do at home, things that we were doing at school, sharing photos, reaching out to other family members for their perspectives and helping children and thinking through this. And also there was parents who didn't know what to do. One family came to me and said, my child said that they don't want to make another sign tomorrow, and I'm not sure why, and I don't know how to respond. Am I doing enough? Are we not talking about this enough? So setting up a Zoom call with supporting them and thinking about how to best support their child. But so it's tricky work, but it's all very important work. And it was just such a special summer, and all of us collaborating as a community together to empower the children to really have this sense of being powerful and acting together against this um, unfair thing that happened.